Question 7. Looking back at our preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product?
One of the first things we learned was where to find local news.
Jasmine Local is an example of a local news website which distributes news content out to the public of any tune. This could be used in our own broadcast to obtain news for our own show.
This is a photo of a group meeting taking place.
As a group, we made sure to come together on numerous occasions to share ideas and keep ourselves up to date with what each person is up to.
This is where we came up with the 7 news stories that will be included in our final 5-minute news broadcast. Here is an image of one of the news stories that we included in our blog.
We've included this image in our blogs to provide further information on the news item it refers to.
Here is an image of a free sound website. We use this to obtain free sound effects for our news stories.
We incorporated these sound effects into our blog to create a certain effect for the people listening to our blog.
Here is an image.
Here we have a collection of different audio tracks which are put together to create our news item. This news item consists of loads of different audio tracks, and each one consists of different content. The bottom track is of an effect, and this effect has been amplified to be played at a lower volume than the rest of the broadcast. This ensures that it does not disrupt any of the broadcast or any of the speakers involved. We've used this image to demonstrate the use of the time shift tool, which we use to organize multiple tracks into one whole broadcast. This was very beneficial in our broadcast because it allowed us to move everything into the specific places which they were necessary to create a whole running broadcast.
In this example, we have moved the tracks at different times, so it gives the illusion that it was filmed at a different time.
Presented here is one of the first versions of our first news item which we created. This was kind of an experimental kind of script which allowed us to understand where we went wrong and our faults, and we can improve on this from our preliminary to our final radio broadcast.
In this, we learnt to include a reporter and a specialist reporter.
We've also used the preliminary tasks, any faults which we had, we used that and changed those, such as the vocabulary or anything within the scripts, which could affect our professionalism of our broadcast. Presented here is one of our blogs which contain the evaluation questions, including the one which we are answering right now. This was to set out what we were to do and also to assign different roles to each member of the group. As you can see, the first question, which has been answered in written form, will be incorporated into another version to be presented in a professional manner. Here is one of the first versions of our question 2, which was answered to a lower standard, but it was then further improved further along the time.
From the help of our media teacher, Mr. Lynch.